we go, guys. First match of the day.
All go.
On the new patch on Tooth and Tail. I haven't played the new patch yet, and I know there's been some changes, both to the controls and to ferret especially. So we're gonna see how that works out. I can't remember the last time I played against Arbors, but it's been a while ago. I definitely don't remember what he usually builds, but I know he's good. Gotta be careful. Alright, he's got an easy mill expansion. Nice hill start. I also got a pretty easy expansion actually. The mill right down here. And I have one over here instead. There's a few options. Alright, he has one warren up. The question is what he's building. That's lizards. Yep, he's building lizards. I'm gonna get some toads up as my next warren. They'll be able to counter his lizards. Hopefully. Oh, and he already going for an engage here. Nope. Alright, he managed to take out one of my lizards without losing anything himself. He might not know that I have the toads though. Kinda hoping that's the case. Now I'm starting to get those up at the very least. He might have sold the lizards and gone for something else. Nope, he still has those. Even builds a turret. Alright. So I'm not gonna attack from that direction. That's certain. I'm just not gonna do that. So I don't want to just run all of my units into that. That would be terrible. Next thing, more lizards or some skunks. I should probably go with the lizards still for now, since I can counter his own lizards already. He might be working on a bit of stronger units. Oh, he's expanding forward. He's gonna take this mill here pretty soon. Otherwise I don't see why he would build the defenses so far out. Alright. I should consider expanding as well soon then. He's gonna be lower on army than I am, because he's building the defenses. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, he has the drum artillery and 2 machine guns up there. Probably gonna want to get the mill as quickly as possible. And consider what I should build next. Either go for an early tier 3 or the skunks. I'm gonna go with the skunks for now. And I'm also gonna get some more lizards down. Remember to build up the farms as well. Don't want to fall behind in food. Especially not against Arbors, because I know he's a really good player. So I'm gonna get punished badly if I don't keep an eye on my economy. There's actually not a lot of space to build here, sadly. A lot of this is one tile, and you need 2 by 2 to be able to build the warrens. So that's a bit annoying. But nothing. Oh, yeah. That's bad. He got the early fox up, so I'm gonna get punished a lot. Basically gonna try and keep him from attacking my skunks at the very least. I know he shouldn't have the biggest army value right now. Oh, that was a stupid move by me. Hopefully I can heal up most of my units before next thing. I had my units stop in the middle of the artillery fire, so don't do that. I pretty much did the same again there. I'm gonna have a rough time trying to counter this ferret, especially because he's gonna run behind in cover of the artillery every time. Best option would be to get an turret out as quickly as possible. Just to keep him at a distance from sniping my units. I don't want to spend too much money on that though. Most of all, I'm worried about what he would be building up. He's got both squirrels and lizards at the moment. And he's gotta be able to circle around here. Yeah. I should have spread out my turrets actually there. Alright. Now that turret is up as well. So basically setting up defenses right now. He's going for an expansion down here. Oh, that's tough to play against. That's really, really tough to play against. I wanted to take that mill before he could react to it. But yeah, he saw that coming from a mile away. Now he's placed his fox down there to keep me from attacking it. Yeah, that fox, man. That's the most annoying thing right now. I also keep losing my units, which means I keep losing food as well. Gotta watch out for that. And yeah, while I have been doing pretty much nothing, he's been able to actually get up 2 owls. 2 tier 3 owls. So that army advantage I was talking about before, that's completely gone. Yeah, I'm gonna lose everything here. I can't take out the owls because I can't get close to them. He has way too much army value for me to fight back. That's GG. Definitely GG. That's the thing. I should have gone in for an attack much earlier on against the turrets and everything. Since I didn't do that, I just got punished, basically. He was allowed to build up the fox, and after I didn't act on that, he was allowed to build up both of the owls. Alright, so last time he went with fox, owl, squirrel, lizard, and a lot of defensive structures actually. If he does something of the same, I don't want to go with the fox, because the fox won't be able to do anything against the structures. I still think I want to go for the badger here. And since I'm going for the badger, I pretty much need to go for the pigeons. Otherwise he gets a lot weaker. And I just noticed there's time limit on this. which I didn't know about before, and now I'm feeling stressed. What? I thought I picked the falcon in time, but yeah, apparently I was too slow, so it gave me Uncle Butter instead. Which definitely doesn't help. I just noticed that timer. I didn't know that was there. But it makes good sense, you don't want people to just have forever to pick out their deck. That's fair enough. Just gotta keep that in mind next time. Alright, let's get lizards up again. Actually, we can get 2, maybe. We should be able to get 2 lizard warrens up. Queue another farm. If he's going for the same starting build this time, he's also building lizards. Alright, he just placed down his first warren actually. So he's gonna be a bit ahead in food. I'm gonna be a bit ahead in unit production. Not much, only by a little bit. Big question is what units he's going for. Whether it's the squirrels or if it's the lizards. Okay, he's going for the squirrels, so the lizards are really great here. Because the lizards beat squirrels in engages. So I'm still gonna keep building the same, but I need to keep scouting him, because I know he'll probably quickly change out what he's doing if he realizes I keep building the same stuff. Well, I should consider building all of my farms at the very least, so I don't forget to do that. And then I should consider if I wanna go with something like toads, or if I want to start pushing out for a tier 2 or tier 3. He's going for a lot of tier 1 warrens. I think he's running over towards my base with his squirrels right now. Looked like he went in this direction at least. There's quite a few ways to get into my base, yeah. Alright, he's got moles, he's got pigeons, and he's got squirrels. He got moles, he got pigeons, he got squirrels. I'm gonna be behind because I didn't build any warrens while I was out scouting. So he's gonna be able to take some pot shots at me here. What? And the moles are really good against my lizards. Because they're really tanky and they're able to just beat down the lizards in a close range. To kinda maneuver my toad ahead, covered by the lizards. But yeah, he did the perfect response to what I had going. Right now he's just trying to lay down some skunk gas to keep some sustained damage. But yeah, it started targeting the mole instead. Now he's gonna get the balloons up, which gives him great vision and everything. And I'll have a really hard time pushing this back. Not only am I gonna fall behind in food, I'm also gonna fall behind in terms of my army. Yeah, he's just gonna stand there and bully me for now. Trying to put some pressure on and keep him from not getting too close. But that's much easier said than done. He still has that mole up, that's impressive. Alright, he's probably just gonna go for the win here, I'd imagine. Basically just trying to lay down as much of the gas as possible. And he's gonna keep building the molds up over here. But I got no food, I can't deal with anything right now. I mean, he's definitely won. It's just about taking the mill. Dang it. Oh, that's rough. You can also see in the graphs just how far behind you can fall so easily. That's dangerous. Yeah, I didn't mean to choose Boar and Badger. Apparently I let the time run out, and just before I managed to pick Falcon, it automatically picked the Boar instead. I didn't mean to do that. But even if I had got the Falcon, that would still have been... that would probably still have been a loss. But yeah, that wasn't meant to happen. Alright, so you got about 40 seconds to pick, apparently. I need artillery, and I need something that can take care of how many units he keeps just shoving my way. And I need something that can both hit air and ground units. Something that has some distance to it, and something that can get up and close. There's a definite lack of structures here. Problem is I see the structures as being a bit less effective. At least when you consider how I play compared to how he plays. It might keep him away for a short while, but that's pretty much it. Alright, he's got himself a nice hill. Pretty good height advantage. So if he's got a lot of structures again, he's gonna be able to build that up a lot. But it also means that he's potentially gonna have trouble with finding an expansion to go through. Puts down the first warren. Probably lizards or squirrels. I'm gonna try and mix up this time, going for a bit of both, like he did last time. Still, the lizards are a bit more effective with what he's building, with the squirrels and all of that. If I have squirrels, it's just gonna help out a lot if he also goes for something like moles again. Alright, he's got the squirrels up. Keep building lizards for a moment. And I definitely think I need to consider going for an early tier 2 or an early tier 3. Depending on what I see him building here. He's not doing anything cheesy and hiding any warrens over here. So as far as I know, he only has 3 warrens up. And it seems to all be squirrels right now. That's probably gonna change soon. The squirrels are slow. But since he has the height advantage, I'm considering going for the falcons, which will give some vision. It's not like I have a lot of units with range, but it would help me get a better view of his base, since it's a 2-step elevation. Alright, he's got the pigeons up as well. He's got his first expansion going. He's building moles again. I'm glad I went with some squirrels as well. Falcons are going to be good. They're going to be able to counter the moles, and they're still going to give me that vision. Problem is they can be quite squishy. I wanna keep building, It's important. Alright, he's building another balloon here. got my first falcon up. I'm not sure I have enough to do a good engage here. Oh, wow. Oh, he's building barbed wire. I thought that was a mine for a moment. No, that's barbed wire. He's really trying to make a strong defensive line and keep me away right now. And while he's trying to run away, I'm gonna try and put down as much damage as possible. I did take down his mole there, which is good. He still has a lot of units though, and I have no expansions to go for right now because he's kind of blocked me out like this. If I want to go for anything, I'm gonna have to go for something like this one over here. But then I have a lot of space to defend. That's basically the compromise there. I'm gonna go for the skunks as well. Get 2 units of that, or 2 warrants of skunks up. Since he does have all of those moles and squirrels quite slow. I need to go for an expansion, otherwise I'm gonna fall behind in my food. I need to keep an eye on what he's doing. I need to get those skunks up quickly. Here comes the first one. And the second one. So I'm gonna queue up the next farm. So I don't block the production there. Yeah, he's done a good job of defending this area. I could go all the way around, but there is all of that barbed wire, which means I'm heavily slowed down, even if I do try to get kinda close. Again, just trying to lay down some of that skunk gas without losing too many units again. Still, I just probably want to go with more lizards and more squirrels next. I need to be careful I don't let my lizards just run ahead of everything else. Because then they're basically just gonna die for nothing. I don't want to spend too many resources killing these barbed wire because they're kind of cheap. And he's just gonna be able to build more of that, and I lose my army. He doesn't lose my lose army. And he's got the badger up, which means I want to focus on taking that out, if at all possible. Yep, we got it. Oh wow, we actually managed to win that engage. Basically trying to look for a weak point somewhere where I can get through. The problem that I'm most worried about right now is I'm losing a lot of units compared to him. What I was trying to do was take out some of his warrants so he would lose some unit production. But to put it frankly, that didn't go very well. And that's actually pretty sad because I had a nice engage. So I got pushed back there. Alright, he's selling a lot of stuff. He's gonna be kind of low on food then apparently. Which is good for me. Take down the warrants again, if possible, pull back. Again, I want to wait to get some of the skunks and other tier 2 units up. I know he has a badger warren, but since he's selling a lot of stuff, he might not have enough food to actually get up and running. I still haven't filled out my farm. I'm gonna work on doing that since I've already got the warrants that I want, so to speak. Getting some bad engages here. just don't have the micro to fight this. I don't have a lot. I mean, I am pushing him back a little bit, but he does have the mills to be able to come back. He also has a completely new mill right there. He's gonna be able to get a lot of food out of. Right now, I don't have a lot of stuff. Yep, he's gonna come in. Basically, right now I only have one mill producing the food because the other one has gone fallow. Yeah. I don't have enough to pull back from this. That's the honest truth. But it went a lot better this time, actually. There were a lot better engages this time compared to the last few matches. Our army value was a lot closer throughout the game. And the income as well, also more stable. At least until the end. And that's a problem, I forget to keep an eye on my food and my mills, basically. That's a huge issue. But the engages were better. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that could have gone better in that engage. We're working on it. Alright. Having that timer countdown is not helping. I didn't even use the badger last time. I should consider going for the matriarch actually, since that would probably fit with my style pretty well. Going for the snakes instead of the skunks? Probably. Could try. And the falcons to have that air. I do also have the owl. This gives me some vision as well. A bit cheaper. It could be alright. The main reason I'm not building or building a deck with the ferret in it is because it lost the unlimited cap. So supposedly it's a lot weaker now. I haven't played around with it, so I'm not sure how much of a difference it does. But it should stop it from just firing out shots and wiping out an entire army of lizards or squirrels. So that's why I'm most of the time going for the skunks instead, when looking for that long distance. Right, let's start with the squirrels this time. What I'm most worried about is that he's probably... oh, he's going for 2 warrants this time, yeah. Probably an early engage from his side then. I'm gonna build both squirrels and lizards because I don't know what his tier 1 is. He's building lizards. I actually would have rather had the toads. Alright, took down 1 lizard. I did lose the farm. He did go back at least. He might be selling those. No, he's just building up. Pull back. Alright. I'm gonna try and do a tech switch. Sell a full warren with squirrels for the toads. Hoping that I can get those to build up. He's gonna know that I sold that. Which means I'm gonna be very low on army. Now I have the first toad up. That's gonna help. Because right now he seems to only be building the lizards in heavy amounts. Alright. That gives me a chance to remove a little bit. consider what I'm doing. I wanna try and keep building up both my food and my my units. Lizards are still alright versus lizards. It's just that the toads work as a better counter. Alright, he's got squirrels as well now.
Valgier.
And squirrels are going to be... well, it's gonna be bad for the toads because of the range, but at least I also have the lizards. It looks like he's just building up tier 1 right now. Yeah. Alright, so he's not working on something special as far as I know. I should consider getting steak soon, probably. I don't have a lot of reason to go for the falcon. It's gonna be quite weak. It doesn't have a lot of health, and it's just gonna get shot down by the lizards and the squirrels. That's why I'm not going for it. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's probably getting ready for an engage here. Yeah. Oh wow. I lost everything there. He must have had way more units than I expected him to have. And that molar, of course, as well. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, bad decision. Yeah, he really spiked up there in the end. I thought we were relatively close, but no. Alright, so he went both squirrels and lizard this time. Give some nice options. Statistically speaking, it's still countered by lizards and toads. I'm just behind it, the micro of units. Alright, pick something. I still think the owl is a better choice. On my side, when taking into account how I usually play. A defensive structure might help, but I'm not sure. Something like this again. It could work out if I just started to build stuff faster. Alright, where is he? Down here? Alright, so there's two sides to attack from. There's through the water or there's over the hill. If he gets falcons or something, this is gonna be a bad spot to defend. I actually only have one entrance right now. I should keep that in mind. And since I only have one entrance to my base, I should probably consider going for an early expansion, just so I don't end up getting boxed inside of my own base. Right, he's got the squirrels up. I did go with the lizards. Right, and remember to keep building up the farms as well. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna go for that expansion relatively early. The problem with doing that is that I'm also risking going falling behind in food. make sure my first mill is also up and running before I do something like that. And keep an eye on what he's doing as well. Right now it seems like it's only tier 1s. Alright, he's going for toads as well, and more tier 1s. Since he has the toads going up, I'm probably gonna go for... He's got lizards and everything else. I'm gonna go for either the falcons or the squirrels. Right now, I'm gonna go for the falcons probably. I'm gonna start moving ahead a bit, because I want to be prepared to take this mill. Since I've moved my army up, he's probably gonna be able to tell that that's what I'm gonna try and do. He's building barbed wire from that side, so it's very unlikely I'm gonna try and attack that direction. If anything, I'm probably going to attack from the water, which is risky because you get so slowed down. But it's better than going through the barbed wire, at the very least. Getting some skunks soon might be good. Right now I want to keep working on my cheap units though. And since I haven't been able to scout him that well recently, he might be up to making some stronger unit. He also went for an expansion there with a balloon. More barbed wire. He's trying to like make a nice defensive position there. Basically also just trying to keep him from spying too much at my area. Yeah, alright, so he's got barbed wire here, he's got barbed wire there. All of his entrances are pretty well defended. I'm gonna go for the owl. Getting that up as early as possible is pretty important to me right now. Since he's going to go for defensive, I can use the owl and the mice that the owl produces to counter the defensive structures. At least the barbed wire, and I'm gonna use the rest of my units to fight against the balloon. At least that's my thought process right now. Alright. I need to keep remembering to also build the other units though. I do want to get some skunks up, possibly. To get some area of effect damage, basically. And I'll probably try to get up 2 of the matriarchs. That'll give me a lot of ability to attack with. They're not gonna be that good against the toads, but against the rest of what he's going on, it's probably gonna be relatively good. Oh, he's gonna see that now. Yeah, he probably saw at least one of the tier 3s being built. Alright, and I got my first owl up. Nice. I'm gonna have the second one come up not too soon from now. That's basically why I'm not building any farms. That's because I want to get that started on building. It's building now, then I'm gonna queue up the farm, so I don't fall behind on food. Alright. Well, he's kinda closed in right there. I'm gonna have to scout around to see if he's gone for a sneaky expansion somewhere else. Right now it doesn't look like it. But at some point he's gonna have to go for an expansion in another place, otherwise he's gonna just starve out in the end. I'm thinking he might also have owls, since he's going for this kind of strategy. That's gonna help with the starvation. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't really control the mice. Once they target something, they just follow it to the edge of the world. Alright. More skunks. Possibly a unit of squirrels. One more unit of lizards. And remember to keep the farms built up. This is pretty normal tactic that you just drag in the mice to get them to suicide. But he did lose a toad, and he also lost one amount of barbed wire. So from a value point, that was actually not bad. Yeah, and he lost a few more toads. This is actually really good. Every time he loses a toad, he loses food value because he has to spend another 20 food on building a new toad. I don't have to spend new food on building new mice, they're just automatically produced. So this way I can actually... Oh, wrong unit. I can kind of force him to spend food. Yep, that is another toad. There was 3 toads lost there, that's 60 food. I can't keep doing this, but for now it's actually really effective. Alright, get another unit of toads and another unit of... Oh, he's gonna go for the engage here. He's got... I'm gonna pull back the owls to make sure I don't lose them in this engage. I did think value-wise we want that. Yeah, he's definitely... Now he's pushing ahead. Those wolves have really nice buffs for everything. Oh. Yeah, he went with a good response. I was hoping I could weaken him with the owls taking out all of the defenses and such. But he peeled back really well. And now I'm starving. Yup. Alright. Not a win. But I actually felt like it went better. Alright, I was behind an army. Pretty much the whole way through. And income as well. That was also because I didn't actually really build the farms. So that makes sense. I still felt like the engages were pretty good. I mean, I didn't get instantly killed, so that's one positive way to look at it. But still, definitely in the engages, gotta get some better microing on. And focusing on controlling single units, instead of just moving the whole army around at the same time. It takes practice. Oh, Matudo is on. Apparently. Probably going to come onto the rank as well. Thanks for the game, Sabas. We'll see if it matches up this time, otherwise we're just gonna queue again. Alright, I also need to check out how that new focus fire works, because the range has been decreased, so you need to be closer to the units to target them with your commander. So far I haven't really noticed any differences, but I haven't really been paying attention to it as well. Yeah, it was fun matches. That was good game. Queue again. That didn't seem to do anything. That's also one of my favorite things about the Tooth and Tail, just the random generation of maps. It means that every time you have often very different matches. As you could see, sometimes you have to sometimes you get very defensive matches, and sometimes you get stuff where you can be really aggressive, all depending on how you start out. Alright, we might not be queuing up because we're on different test branches, different versions of the game. See if that gets fixed in just a bit. I'm basically just gonna try and keep queuing up, and then at some point it's gonna pick it up. Yeah, it's the game version that's making us not queue up against each other. Also because ranked was changed from arena, the name was changed. That's also probably part of it. And also the focus fire and the ferret shots. The balance is different. That's probably why it's not able to queue up. We're just gonna raid around. At some point it's gonna find the game. So we just sit back and relax and enjoy some of the amazing music. Also, the music is just also one of the really great part of this game. It really adds a lot of character and aesthetic. It's a really lovely detail that each commander has a different music to accompany them. It's a nice touch. That's weird. Nobody has played ranked? That can't be right. I'm pretty sure somebody else was playing ranked like yesterday and the day before that. I'm not sure why it's not showing up for me. I only see Arbus and myself. Not really sure what's up with that. Whether it's a bug or whether it's just my connection being weird or something. Yeah, even in the all time there's nothing. I don't know. Should probably check out if it matches what everybody else has on theirs at the very least. Because it might be a bug. Maybe it just doesn't get the data from somewhere. I don't know. Alright, he should be getting in now. Yeah, I'm still thinking maybe I should try and change my deck around a bit to focus more on the use of the owl. Since I'm usually kind of stopping myself from producing units and from getting a good amount of food up and running, I should consider running that a bit more often and build up around that, since it fits my playstyle, at least at the moment. definitely got some good use out of the owls last time against the toads and the barbed wire. I haven't played around much with them before now, so it's nice to get a good engage and see what they're actually capable of doing. Of course, every person plays differently, so you gotta adapt to that. Though some people have very consistent strategies, like the tarot deck, early fucks. Then there's people like Chip and Arbus, who I think changes around what their strategy is a lot. Alright, here we go. For now, I'm thinking that we do something similar to what we did against the Arbus before. Go with the owl so I can practice that a little bit. Skunks for the area of effect, and the falcons for the air, and then a few tier 1 options. Still not too strong with the defensive options, but I do like this setup of army units actually. I think it works alright. Oh, there's this funny little walkway there. And a mill nearby. Alright. So there's a few ways to attack that base from. Keep building the army and keep building the food. I'll start with the lizards this time. That's what I do most of the time. Lizards first. Basically just keeping an eye on what he's doing. Alright, so he plays down a warren as well. The question is whether that's going to be lizards, squirrels or something else. So I want to mix up my army till I know what that is for real. I'm gonna get one warren of each, one lizard and one squirrel. And he's got for the lizards as well. So I want the toads instead of the squirrels. Because the squirrels won't be able to do much, even if I have a lizard versus lizard. The toads are just gonna be more effective, because they have to get up in such close range every time. Alright, so the lizards are up, and the toads are gonna get up now. I think he only has one warren. Yeah, he's got a second warren built there. And for now I'm just gonna stay and see if I can catch what it's building. Alright, it's building lizards as well. So toads are perfect here. I do have all of my farms getting built up here. I did remember that this time. Props to that. And I'm probably gonna keep building lizards, at least for now. Because you don't theoretically need a lot of toads to take out a lot of lizards. So in case I don't take out most of the lizards with my toads, I'm gonna have the lizards to back up basically. Skunks aren't going to be too useful, just because of the speed. I'm gonna go with the falcons instead. And after that's building, I'm gonna go for some more toads. And now that I have all of this building up, I'm just gonna start to consider finding a mill to expand to. Alright, he's got pigeons up as well. The pigeons aren't gonna matter too much thanks to the toads, because they deal so much damage, and my lizards are going to be able to run them down. Having the falcons are also going to help in that aspect. Let's get the 2 warrens of falcons. I could probably go for an engage here. Oh, he has falcons as well. Then I'm very happy I didn't go for the skunks. The skunks would have been pretty useless. I'm actually gonna go for the mill up here instead. He could potentially walk all of the way around and attack from this direction. But with how his units are placed at that, he's probably gonna attack from down here. Alright, he just died. Oh, he has mines as well. I think that was only a single mine though. Alright, he actually did have more. But in general you need 3 mines close together for them to be effective. And we didn't see that there. Gonna get the owl down for some sustain. And I'm gonna start building the farms on the next mill. I'm not sure if he has an expansion. Or what he wants to do. The water is kind of annoying to move around. For now I can just keep building more lizards though. Let me pull back a bit and see if I can scout out from this direction. Oh, he actually did go for a nice defensive move over there. He doesn't have too many warrants up. And I'm gonna have my owl building soon. As soon as that starts to build, I'm gonna be very happy. And there we go. Queue up a next farm. Well, I definitely don't want to attack the other base because that's heavily defended. Basically. Alright. Pushed him back there. Did lose a toad in a pretty bad shot there. But it didn't matter too much. And the first owl is gonna be up soon. Right, just keep building up more lizards as well. Queue up another farm. At some point he might attack from the other direction. Alright, I got the owl up. I'm gonna go back forth a little bit. Yeah, his army is still here, so he's not gonna attack from the other direction. That pretty much reveals that. The mice are also pretty good, because they can take out the mines. And now I can just walk in. Right, pull back. Took out a lot of tier 1 warrants, but I also lost a lot of units there. Actually gonna sell one of the lizard warrants just to keep things building. And at some point I'm probably gonna want to go for a second owl right now. Right now, considering what's being built. Take down the farm there. And then move out of the way. No, move out of the way, thank you. There we go. That's pretty nice. Basically I want to keep my owl kind of behind. Oh. I think we pretty much have it now. Basically just gonna pull back so I don't risk losing everything. And then he has something I don't know about. I'm gonna pull my units back behind my area here so they can heal up as well. Alright. We got 1 star! Woohoo! Alright, he did pull a bit ahead in food actually. And our armies were kinda tight. Probably until while I was building the matriarch. I'm guessing that's from where that's from. Yeah, 15 days for the game. It's a bit of time. But still, nobody besides a few testers have been able to play the story mission. That's like the big thing I'm waiting for, the story. Really excited to learn what that's all about. I imagine I'm gonna try and stream that as early as possible as well, once that's released. But yeah, we are only like 2 weeks away from that happening. Alright, this build worked pretty well last time. Is there anything I think should be changed? Squirrels weren't really that useful, but I want to keep the squirrels in case I gotta do something about the toads, for example. So for now I think it's alright to build go with the same deck. We did have a pretty good it was actually a really nice match last time. He went for a nice defensive position, and those mines made it kind of difficult to get around. So the owl was really nice to get in there. Alright, there's no direction there. This is interesting. I'm kinda far away from a grist mill. Alright, there's one up here. But yeah, there's a bit of distance. Gotta get both a unit of squirrels and lizards down again, till I know what he's building. If it's the same as last time, alright. Got the first warren going up down there. And it's squirrels. Okay. I'm not really gonna need the squirrels right now then. Might as well just build the lizards instead. Alright, he's got the second warren there. He might also be going for lizards here, or he might be going for toads. That's basically what I'm gonna keep my eye on. If he has toads, he should definitely go for those. Question is if he decided to go with them or not. No, he's gone for more squirrels. Interesting. He might not have any other tier 1 options in his deck. But if that's the case, I'm just gonna keep going for lizards basically. I could also go for the skunks, but my lizards already win in engages against the squirrels, so I don't really want to waste the time on that building up and fall behind. At least not right now. But I could do that at a smarter point. Alright, there we go. There are the toads. So now I want to get something else. Most likely falcons? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the falcons. I could have gone with the squirrels instead, but I won't really do that. Don't really feel like. I kinda wanna get out a tier 2 unit basically. He has a lot of tier 1 ones up actually. A lot of toads. So he's definitely looking for a counter to all of my lizards. That's the right thing to do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm basically gonna build up skunks and falcons right now. I have my lizards to use against his squirrels. And the skunks and the falcons are just going to be able to take care of the toads. In theory. Doesn't look like he's building anything special yet. He might have gone for an expansion down here. Yep. And he's building his one tier 2. Since he's gone for that many toads again, I should actually consider going for the owl, like last time. Since the owls will be able, the mice will be able to trigger the toad explosion. And now that all of this is building up, I'm gonna also have to look for an expansion. Possibly that mill there. Or I could go with this one over here. I'm thinking most about going for the one on the hill. Actually, oh, he's going for an engage over here. At least he's moving around. Where is he going? Where did he? Oh, he's going over here now. He also went for the skunks now. I am able to push that back. Really nice. My owl is building. And yeah, we need that new grist mill so we don't fall behind in food. Once the owl gets up, that's gonna be really helpful, especially against all of the toads. And we can start to build some more farms. And the owl is up. Nice. I did lose my toads as well, apparently in that engage. And yeah, using the mice there to take out the toads, really nice. Putting some nice pressure on here. And still just using those mice to trigger the toad explosions. Without getting any of the other units hurt. Also got some nice height advantage actually by going up on that hill. And while that's going on, I'm gonna try and keep building up food. Yeah, basically just using the mice to get close every time. And that kills like one toad each time. Still gotta be careful just with the skunk gas and everything. And I definitely don't want to lose my owl. Gotta be careful because I'm falling a bit behind in food. That's why I'm trying to keep these farms up and going. Keep the units in here to heal them up for a little bit. Oh. Ooh, this is bad. No, I need to get in. Because I need to get all of my food back. Since he's retreating, I'm at the very least getting some good engages. Ooh. Almost lost the matriarch there. Problem now is there's no food. Ooh, that was well done. That was really nice. I need to sell something. I'm gonna sell the falcons. That's what I need the least right now. But yeah. And I lost the owl. Yeah. I'm probably gonna starve here. I should have been more careful with my expansion and not just let that get taken out. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your food. You can also just see it in the food curve there, how far behind. The engages were pretty good in general, but not going for that food, that was really dumb. Starving is a mechanic where you build the farms to produce food, and after 5 minutes a farm stops producing food basically. And if you have no food producing, you end up starving and you have no production.
All go.
The units are still kinda alright in terms of the build. Problem was that I completely forgot about building food as well, and allowed myself to just be. I'm gonna try go with the ferrets actually. I wanna see how big of a difference there's been made to those. They should have been changed in a way that it seems like they are more focused on attacking structures now than they are on attacking units. Which is pretty interesting. So they're more used to poke at the farms and the defensive structures and whatnot than taking out large amount of units. I'm gonna try that out. It's kind of a weird map here. A lot of water. It's like a swamp almost. Start with the lizards as usual. This is very weird. Well, he does have an easy expansion right here that he could go for. It's also up on a hill, which is really nice. So I'm imagining he will go for that kinda early. If I want to expand, I kinda have to go a long distance. Getting something that has a long range or something that can fly would be kinda useful here, just because of all of the water. So you don't get caught up in that. Alright, and he did go for the squirrels. I'm imagining he will go for lizards or toads at some point, and when that happens I'm gonna want to have my toads up or something. Yeah, he's scouting up here, trying to see what I've got going. I'm gonna get up a few units of squirrels, because I feel like he'll probably go for some toads soon. Right now, a lot of tier 1 units, no toads, as far as we can see. Right, he did go for that expansion there. Makes pretty good sense. If I go for both a falcon and a ferret, I'd probably be able to get in some pretty good shots against that. The problem is all of the water. That's what makes it so tough to get around. Alright, he put up a turret. So I don't really want to engage from that direction. I don't really have any other ways. I could circle all of the way around. But that's pretty much it. Well, since he's doing that, let's actually go for the ferret and falcon. That can potentially get the vision, so we can take out the turret from somewhere like here. If the range works as I remember it doing. Could go for a sneaky gristmill down here at some point. It's just gonna be hard to defend. Alright. We got both of those building up now. He could go for an expansion here, kinda easily. Yeah, we got the toads up as well now. Let's go for a second unit of ferrets. Because why not? I don't wanna engage with the ferrets until I have at least 2. Because I want to be sure that they actually can deal enough damage that he won't be able to protect that turret. Oh. Yep, it worked like I wanted it to. Alright, he's got a ferret up as well. It's really good for him, thanks to all of the high ground. And I'm gonna need to find... I'm gonna need to go for a gristmill expansion. Just to make sure I don't lose any food. Having 2 ferrets might be a bit much right now. But again, ferrets aren't really that useful at taking out units right now. So you shouldn't be too worried about that. Alright, they're down in the water. I'm gonna attack and move in against those. And still I'm just trying to make sure I keep building food as well. The owl could be a pretty good option again, because it won't get hit by the ferret shots. And it can take care of the toads. So I'm thinking of going for something like that soon. Falcons could also work really well, because they don't get hit by the ferrets. If I can, I should probably try and get my army around over here. Alright, I think we're pushing back here. And I actually managed to keep all of my ferrets alive. I'm really happy with that. While he lost most of his. Gotta be careful that he doesn't decide to go for an engage on my other base. I think we'll be able to push back right now with this army though. Also because I have my ferrets shooting and able to just put down a fire right now. I think I actually did end up losing all of the units there. So that was a bit too aggressive of an engage. Did end up taking out most stuff, but a bit too rushed. Basically sell that to keep things building. Alright, so he's got a lot of squirrels up and he's got a lot of toads up. I don't really... Lizards aren't going to be the most useful right now. I'm actually gonna try and queue up a owl and hope I can get that up in time for something good. I'm gonna queue up a few more farms so I don't end up losing all of my food. Problem is the positioning of my the rest of my army. I want to make sure I don't place it anywhere too risky. And I'm actually able to hit some of his stuff from here. That's a really nice position. I think he has an owl up. Did I see that right? Oh yeah, he does. Nice. At least I don't have any toads or anything that needs to deal with that, but tier 3 is dangerous to deal with. I'm gonna take that lightly. I'm gonna have my own up in not too long. Alright, the owl is going to be up soon. And I want wanna get more falcons actually as my next unit choice. Because the falcons are going to be able to take care of these mice and whatnot.
Whole world, yeah.
Right.
Dis-vous.
I don't think he has a lot of food left. He shouldn't have a lot of food left. Is the thing. So right now I'm just basically trying to bait out all of his stuff. Basically try to poke at his army with my mice and whatnot, since I don't really lose anything from doing that. If possible, I want to get a second one up. Yeah, he's gonna attack over here and try and take out my ones. But at least that's not where all of my food is. So I'm gonna take out his units while they're focused on mine. And while that's happening, he's gonna lose a lot of food, and I'm gonna be able to take out his actual base now. He's not gonna have any units to defend himself. I don't know if he'd have anything right now going on. He probably has one base besides all of this. But I still have a lot of food to work with. Alright, I think we got it. I'm still just trying to keep the owl a bit away. Yeah, we got it. That was actually pretty interesting, thanks to that map. Yeah, I was still far behind in food most of the time. But I'm still thinking that's mostly because of the ranked, the owl. We'll see if we get in a few more matches at the moment. And if we don't find anything right now, I'm gonna take a little break, and then we're just gonna possibly play again later tonight. And if not, there's definitely going to be a stream tomorrow. What time? I don't really know yet. Oh, we met Chris.
You're loyal.
I did actually like playing with the ferrets this time, so I'm gonna go with the same. Still trying to get used to this build, and it has a lot of different options, that's why I kinda like it. I'll go with something like that. As far as I remember, Chris usually goes early fox. At least a lot of times. I feel like that's something he'd do. Ooh, this is pretty good for me. He doesn't have a lot of room to build anything in. He's gonna look for an early expansion probably. I do have an easy mill expansion right down in front. But there's a lot of water. So I'm gonna have to be careful that I don't end up getting boxed in. Let's see, is he building anything? No branch yet, but a turret. Oh, actually. Since he's doing something like that, you could do something a bit sneaky and just move up and take the mill that's close to him. Because basically then he'd have nowhere to go. And he'd be limited to only that one mill. It's a bit risky to do something like that. The thing is, he doesn't have any warrants up yet. That's the only reason I'm considering doing something like that. It's not even it's not certain that it would actually work either. Because there's still another mill nearby. So it's not like it would completely block off. But it makes it a lot harder to come past at least, and it gives you a space to heal up your units. Alright, he's going for the toads. Good choice. In that case, I'm gonna go for the falcons. The falcons are also going to help me just get around all of this water, since they're flying. Anything else? Alright. I think that's the tier 3. I think that's the early fox he's gonna go for here. And I don't have... I don't really have anything that's good against the fox here. The only good thing I have against the fox here is the water. Because that slows it down. It's gonna make it harder for him to actually use it effectively. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a fox. Do I have any building room left? Nope, I don't. And I can't build anything around this. Well, this is where I'm gonna have to go out, and this is really bad as well. I'm gonna have to find some other mill I can build from. But all of these areas just have a lot of water and whatnot. Oh, it's a badger. Wow. Oh, that's bad. Especially with the pigeons, the badger is going to be hard to do anything about. I was expecting a fox more than that, but that actually works really well. I'm gonna have to try and take out the pigeons before anything. But that's just, it's really hard to target the right thing. Yeah, I was expecting him to get boxed in, but I ended up getting boxed in himself. I should have acted quicker on that. Yeah, that early tier 3. That works well. Should I keep an eye on that? Alright, let's try again. I still think the same units can work. I just need to act better against what he's doing. I shouldn't have let that tier 3 build up. That's probably the first mistake. That's letting that tier 3, that badger, be built. After I had scouted that, I should have gone for an engage, but because as soon as that comes up, it's gonna be impossible to do anything against it. Alright. Two ways to attack that base from. It is on the hill. He might go defensive again. In that case, I'm gonna start with the squirrels this time because he's probably expecting me to start with the lizards. He starts with a single warren. Question is what unit it is. It's the lizards, alright. So my next unit choice is going to be the toads. Let's see. Anything else going on? I only see that. He could have gone for something hidden though. Yeah, he has a nice potential base there. It doesn't look like he's building anything more unit-wise right now though. So as far as I know, he only has a single warren. He's definitely moving around over here, doing something. What is going on? Alright, 2 warrens. And a turret, alright. So he's going for a defensive position again. I kinda wanna go for the ferret falcon strategy. Use the falcons for the vision on the hill and use the ferrets to attack it. Oh, he's gonna go for this mill. Yeah, I knew it. I'm glad I started building the falcons then. I mean the ferrets. Alright, I got some nice expansions that I can take here pretty close to me. As soon as the ferrets are up, I'm probably gonna go for an attack. He might be going for an early tier 3 again, while he's placing these turrets to keep me away. I didn't see anything right there, but I have a feeling he's up to something like that. So right now it's probably with all of those turrets, I probably just want to keep building up the ferrets. And then I'm gonna potentially go for an expansion soon. He is moving around over here. Looking for an engage probably. Or just scouting out with his army. I don't see anything here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Gonna wanna get a second expansion so I don't fall behind the food. It doesn't look like he has any special units building right now, but that could be because he's going for that tier 3. Oh, he's going for a drum mill. I'm basically trying to just get some cheese shots in here. Both against his army and against his mill. Of course the ferrets aren't going to be as useful against the units because of the new cap. But they're still going to be able to deal some good damage. Alright. Gotta remember to pull back sometimes and build more units. He's probably gonna come close and attack soon. I wanna build more squirrels and I wanna build more toads. because he's gonna...
How well, yeah.
He's got a lot of tier 1 units that I wanna look out for.
Well, yeah. Loot, loot. Tibu. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Es wirst nicht gehen.
Ooh, I got hit badly by that turret there. And he even got a wolf. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Oh, I sold the wrong one. I wanted to sell a ferret warren and not a falcon warren. So I'm gonna lose the vision now for a while. Alright, I'm actually just gonna sell the owl here. Because that's keeping me blocked from building anything else. Try to keep building up food and try to keep building up everything else. I know that he has the wolf. And he also has an owl up. Really nice against my toes. There's some weird engages here. There's so much speed to those units once they get buffed by the wolf. It's really crazy. Well, my toads aren't doing that much right now, since they're just getting killed by the mice. I should have gotten the owl up earlier. That would have helped. I waited too long on that. Yeah, he's gonna go for a final attack there. That wolf, I really need to take care of that. Because that's probably one of the most problematic things right now. But yeah, I focused wrong. I didn't act quickly enough to be able to pull anything back there. Yeah, I fell behind in the army and fell behind in the income a little bit. So that's why. I think my chat overlay isn't working. I'm not noticing it at least. That's why I'm not seeing what you guys are writing. I'm gonna look at that afterwards to make sure that's not down or something. I'm not sure why that's doesn't seem to be showing up. Alright, so we're against a lot of small units. Going for the badger or the boar could be a good answer to some of this. I was kind of happy to have the owl though. I might try and go for the badger instead this time. I was thinking about going for the boar, but I think the badger is going to be a bit better because it can also hit the flying units. Alright, a nice hill to begin with. Alright, so So he's over here, kind of flat. Ooh. There's a nice hill right nearby. If I had fox, that could have been really that could have been a good place to just poke some damage in. This here is also pretty dangerous because it can hit my farms if you go with something like ferrets or a fox. Did he sell one of his farms? Looks like it. And then he went lizards instead. Alright, I'm gonna get the toads up next. Interesting. Why would he sell the farm? Is he thinking about going something like moles? Potentially. Maybe it was a mistake. Oh, he's attacking. Go back. Gonna have the toads come up soon. He's building something somewhere. The question is what? Alright, so he fell back again. Does he have goals or anything? No. What was he building? Maybe he didn't build anything. I just imagine he would be building something. Attacking from both directions. Well, skunks aren't going to be that useful against the lizards. So for now we're gonna focus on going for the toads and the squirrels. Alright, so he knows that there's two ways he can attack from. I'll try and place my units up here, which gives a bit more vision. Alright, he's got toads as well now. He's got both lizards, toads and squirrels. One of each, it looks like. Does he have anything like hidden behind or something? No. And no expansion, alright. So it doesn't seem like he's trying to hide any things like that. Probably gonna go for the falcon next. Oh, he's coming. Alright, he's got a turret down. And still just a lot of tier 1 units. A lot of squirrels and a lot of different stuff. So I might also just plunk down one of the skunks to take care of the toads and the squirrels, since they're not that fast. Alright, I imagine he's gonna go for an expansion soon. Yep, he did. I could go around and try to take that out, but it would leave my own base open. Going for the tier 3 early here might not be a bad idea. At least to stay prepared for whatever he's going to do. He's scouting around. He's gonna go for the other entrance over here, I imagine. So he might see my tier 3 at some point. I need to figure out where I'm gonna expand to as well. Because right now I don't have anywhere to go. I should have got with pigeons as well. I forgot about that. Going badger without pigeons is not always the best. Where can I expand to? Could take this mill here. Again, that just leaves up so many ways to attack from. I'm not gonna do that. Either going for this one up here or this one down here. It's probably the best option. Well, I need to go for an expansion, no matter what. Hey, he got the fox out. Interesting. I don't have a lot that can really chase that down. At least I got my own tier 3. Nice. Yeah, going for the Badger here was the perfect choice. At the very least I'm going to be able to take out this one. Oh, I want to take out the fox as well while I'm here. Even if I potentially lose something. I don't want to have to give him the opportunity to be able to build something with that. I'm gonna try and pull back up. Alright, he gave up. It was a pretty close back and forth. Yeah, much closer in the army value and the income this time. Going for the early tier 3, that was probably the right option. Alright, what's the time? Ooh, get a kinda late here. Alright, well I'm gonna drop out for tonight. Might stream later. If I'm not streaming later, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. And try and get some time out for whenever that's going to be. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the games, Chris. Good games. And I'll see you later.